I'm going to solve number 697, which is called degree of an array. So this question is basically to find the smallest length of this subarray that has the maximum frequency of numbers in the original array. So when we see the array 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, the maximum frequency is 2 because 1 appears twice and 2 appears twice as well. And we call this maximum frequency as degree in this question. So this array has degree of 2. So what are the key numbers? In this case, 1 and 2, because those are two numbers that have the maximum frequency. So the subarray should have either 1, 1 or 2, 2. So for example, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, and 2, 2. It has either 1, 1 or 2, 2. 2, 3 is not working because it doesn't have the degree, which is 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the hash map to remember the first and the last index of the number. And whenever we detect the number that has the maximum frequency, in this case the numbers would be 1 and 2, I'm going to subtract from the last index and the first index. This last and first index means the first index is the location when we detect this number for the first time, and the last index is the location index that we detect this number for the last time. And when we subtract from the last to first plus 1, we can get the length of subarray that always have the degree. So for example, the last index of 1 is 4 and the first index of 1 is 0. When we do the 4 minus 0 plus 1, we get the length of subarray that has the degree. And the next degree number is 2. When we do the last index of 2, which is 2, minus first index, which is 1, 2 minus 1 plus 1, we can get the length of 2, and that is going to be the minimum length. So I'm going to create a hash map. First number location and last number location, and num count. This is for counting the number of occurrences to find the degree. I will declare later. So I'm going to go through the nums, and if num is not in the first hash map, we insert the location index. The purpose of this if statement is to filter only the first index, because if we don't put this if statement, the number location keeps overriding whenever it appears more than once. And for the last number location, we don't need this if statement because it has to be overwritten if it appears more than once. And num count is for just counting the numbers. Okay, now the degree is maximum of num count hash maps values, and num count hash map has number as key and frequency as values. So this will get the maximum frequency, in other words, degree. And now we're going to find the smallest length, and it will be initialized as the length of original array because the length of original array will be always possible subarray because it always has degree number, the full size. And I'm going through the num count hash map, and if count is equal to degree, and this if statement only detect the numbers that have the maximum frequency, so it filters like numbers that are not degree, and so in this case it will detect 1 and 2, and when we detect, we get the minimum length, last index location minus first index location plus 1. And if I work through a little bit, it will detect number 1 because it has the degree, and first index is 0, last index is 4. 4 minus 0 plus 1, which is 5, and it is same as the original array length, so it doesn't change. And it will detect number 2, and number 2 because number 2 also has degree of 2. First index is 1, last index is 2, so 2 minus 1 plus 1, which is 2, and it is smaller than the previous one, which is 5, so 2 becomes the minimum length of this subarray, and this function will return the minimum length. Oops. Yep, that was my solution. And if you have any further questions or if you want to clarify something, always feel free to write any comment in the comment section. And thank you for watching.